All right, we are back for our something on my hands. I don't know what that was. Coffee. We're back for our Dungeon Crawl Classics campaign in the Thousand Islands. My player Nikki is running two characters as they find their way through the various islands and meeting the Desnans within. Desnans within, yeah. As we ended the last session, Yuna, the thief, which Nikki can introduce in a second, was attempting to or attempted to help uh, someone who was seemed to be in excruciating pain on the dock, and unfortunately they exploded into a bunch of snakes. So, that being the case, we find our heroes, as it would be, um, hanging on the docks with one puppy and one dead person. So go ahead and introduce your characters, and we'll figure it out from there.
All right, I am playing Yuna, a thief, and Orin, a wizard. Yuna, in our previous session, went and got a massage from the crocodile masseuse, her Gurner, and managed to get the puppy back by means of getting a goat from the high priest Ouija. Of course, she had to give up her hat for the goat, but now the priest has two hats, and he's very happy. They took the puppy back to Ho when they saw the man with the pregnant belly. It looked pregnant. And when we pushed on the stomach, a bunch of snakes came pouring out. We managed to drive off the one that was actually attacking us, but now we have a dead man with an empty stomach or a hollow stomach. And we also saw Kalava while we were here, the suspected crocodile killer.
Suspected, exactly. Okay, very good. Yeah, so you are on the dock with this body. A giant snake just fell or crawled, I should say, into the lake, the river, I should say. People, as noted, were avoiding this person. They weren't helping, maybe for good reason. So now that now that they've kind of exploded, a person, a man, as it would be, um, you notice that he is the crowd kind of starts to spread out a little bit because they would obviously watch the fight. He's still standing there. He's dressed in kind of the loincloth as most people here, and the silks. He is wearing kind of a tall like a hat that's like a basically like a tube shaped hat. It's he's a maybe like 5'10", so he's kind of a tall guy, and his hat is maybe maybe 2.5, 3 feet in height. It's like a long tube made out of. It seems like it could be made out of wicker. And at the very top, there are what appears to be like plants growing up.
Oh, nice.
He's got kind of like a shawl, and he's just kind of looking at you. He's got a lot of like amulets and necklaces on as well.
I'm still kind of in shock a little bit. Yuna is at what happened when she pressed on this poor guy's stomach. So she turns and looks at this guy and says, "What was that? I'm sorry, I don't know who you are, but what was that?"
He kind of rubs his chin a little bit. He looks at you and he says, "Well, I'm not an expert in these things. However, it appeared to be a very large snake."
Yes, but I'm sorry. I'm Yuna, and she goes to shake his hand, but it's probably covered in like
Mm-hmm.
dirty puppy
Yeah,
alligators.
you approach him and he's got his hands like kind of actually has them behind him. Position.
Okay.
He doesn't extend his hand. He says to you, "Ah, I am Shri Fandi. from Mettering.
Sri
Perhaps
Fandi.
you've Sri Fendi. He is from Mettering. Uh, Mereding. I guess how you say it. I will put it in the chat.
Okay.
That's his name.
Okay.
And this is where he's from. Perhaps you visited us. We have the most notably the largest mushrooms in all of the area. Perhaps the entire world. One single mushroom could feed an entire family.
Wow. No, I have never been Mettering. Never.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Few leave once they've gone.
Is that good? Nice of a place?
Looks around. You're not from around here, are you?
No, no, I'm not from around here. I'm from the north.
Well, in Mettering, the trees grow tall and the paths twist into the darkness of the forest, where who knows what you might find. They say even the wise men from Candice, who are excellent at finding their direction, often get lost in the woods of Mettering.
Oh, the men from Candies get lost. That's. She laughs. That's quite something. I've met a lot of men from Candies. They seem to get lost. A lot.
Perhaps you were in Mettering when you saw them.
Oh, I don't think so. I really haven't been very far past the Death Rolled Kingdoms.
Oh, you've not been to the west?
No, I've been to the east. 6 days to the east, in fact.
6 days to the east. Oh. I don't know anyone that's ever traveled beyond 6 days to the east. They say that there is a great fortress there that could not be penetrated.
Turns out, all you really need is to build a ladder.
Right, but a ladder? Huh. That must have taken months to get permission from the Ladder Guild.
Oh, it was a struggle, yes. A struggle.
He smiles a little bit. He says, you strike me as one who doesn't always, shall we say, follow the rules.
You see Orin standing behind Yuna with this struggling puppy under his arm. But Yuna's just smiling and she'll say, I follow the rules as long as it suits me to follow the rules.
I see. Perhaps, he looks around again. Perhaps some tea?
Some tea, and I look at the guy. He's just laying there, right? With a hollow stomach.
He knows that you're seeing him again. He walks over and kind of looks down at the. I mean, he's dead, clearly.
Yeah.
He kind of looks at him, and he looks at you, and then he kind of like takes his foot and kind of rolls the body over, and it falls into the river.
Well, I would love to have tea with you. I'm trying to find a gentleman who's supposed to be down here at the river. You see, this is his puppy. I have retrieved it for him.
Oh, perhaps you should put the puppy in the river as well. It seems a bit disheveled.
Well, I had to get it out of a crocodile's belly.
Okay. Well, meet me tonight. at the Circle Tea Room.
Circle tea room?
Yes.
Do they have peppermint tea there?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Good. It's the best kind.
And he nods and he turns and walks away.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I look back at Oren. We've made another friend. And he's like, of course you have. Now let's find Ho. And I will look. Ho, son of Ho, is supposed to be down here somewhere.
Yes, that is true. Yes. And yeah, I mean, with some, not too much effort, but with a little bit of effort, you're able to find him. You see that he's actually positioned himself. There's like two kayaks, and he's kind of like standing like 1 foot on each one, and he's kind of trying to do, various martial art type poses. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Okay. A 3.
Okay. Yeah, he sees you. And he looks up and he says, and of course he sees the puppy. Ah! You did it! You killed the crocodile! He yells really loud and people turn.
No. yeah, I'll yell just as loud. No, I didn't have to kill him. You see, I told you I'd figure something out.
Huh. Well, then you are very wise. Could you push these two kayaks closer together? Because I'm kind of stuck.
Yes, I'll wade out into the water and I pull the kayak together.
Okay, so he's able to walk. He was like doing a split. He walks out and he picks up his puppy and he starts petting it. He's very excited. Oh, puppy of Ho, son of Ho. It is great to have you back.
And you see,
the dog seems happy to be back and not be eaten.
There didn't have to be any violence at all. It was simple, really.
Simple. What's more simple than violence?
I suppose you're right. But there didn't have to be any. Your puppy has returned to you. And I hope that you'll remember that things can be done without automatically having to kill something. Ho, son of Ho.
That is a good lesson. However, now I must be careful, because now I know that the crocodiles want to eat my puppy of Ho, son of Ho.
The crocodile seemed quite convinced that you offered puppy to him.
That is outrageous. Why would I offer the crocodile to eat puppy of Ho, son of Ho?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't eat puppies. You play catch with them.
He was probably confused, or just making an excuse. Either way, your puppy has been returned to you at the cost of my hat. Huh. I might add.
Oh, crocodiles rarely wear hats. That's unusual.
Oh no, the crocodile didn't want my hat. I had to get a goat for the crocodile so that the goat could get the puppy. And then, in order to get the goat, I had to give up my hat. So.
To get the goat, you got the hat to get the puppy.
I had to have the hat to get the goat to get the puppy, yes.
That seems quite involved. I think punching the crocodile across the face would have been easier.
Yes, but I would have probably been arrested and eaten.
Possibly. But then he shows a little kind of move.
Well, be careful with your puppy. Don't let it play near the water where the crocodiles could mistake it for food again.
Oh, yes, mistake it. I think this crocodile has slandered my name.
No, no, he didn't. It's fine.
She's
Maybe
just
I
calling me
misheard
a
what he
fool.
said. No, 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 no. I think I might have misheard what he said.
I see. I see. Well, Ho, son of Ho, does not take lightly to being slandered.
He, it was my mistake. I think I misheard. He did not slander you, Ho, son of Ho. You have your puppy back. Be happy. You have your bird of Ho.
Yes, but what use is the bird of Ho, son of Ho, when the bird only knows one thing, and I already used that thing? Would you like the bird to wear on your head instead of a hat?
Doesn't it go to the bathroom on you?
Not always.
I think I'll let you keep the bird of Ho. But thank you for offering.
Well,
Maybe
thank you for
someday you
giving
can
me.
help me out with something.
Of course, anything. I'm a mighty warrior, and I have a bird and a dog. Well, a
You
puppy,
do.
but it will be a dog eventually.
It will be a fine dog indeed. Take care of him or her. Take care of the puppy.
I will. Thank you, If you ever need me, just call out, Ho, son of Ho.
I shall.
Make sure you add the second part, otherwise my father will come. And
I will add the second part.
yeah, he's not nearly the warrior that I am.
Well, no, you've been practicing.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful with that kayak trick, though. You don't want to end up with a groin pull or something from.
Yes, I was there for a couple of hours, so I'll not try that again. That's for sure.
Okay. Then I will see you when I see you.
Okay, yeah. He takes the puppy and from Oren and go heads down to the. He starts to head to the shore to wash the puppy, and then he stops and thinks for a second, based on what you literally just said to him, and he turns around and walks back to deeper into the stone.
Yep.
Apparently, seeking out a better way to wash the puppy.
Okay. I need. What time of day is it?
Oh well, you had that appointment first thing in the morning, right?
Right.
So you had the massage. Then you had to go get the goat.
Mhm.
It's probably like mid-afternoon.
That's what I thought. Okay. Um, I have two things I need to do. I need to find a way to placate Bruce the boss before he goes after the other two. And I need to do Kalava. And oh, I guess I need to meet Shri, but that's not till tonight, right?
That's right.
Because I'm not interested in Woodrow, going back to Woodrow right now. Remember Woodrow? We saw him last week too.
That's right. Right. He has a line. Well, he didn't know where any serpent stone was, but he did say that he was next to him, that he would look for you, because he is quite a hunter.
Yeah, hunts giants. Okay. Una will say, let's go see if Kalava's down at the docks.
Okay, so you can head towards the docks. I mean, you're near the water
Yeah.
now, anyways. But those are the loading docks where he saw him. So yeah, yeah, he would be there. I mean, if you go down, they were on lunch break, I think, when Oren saw him. So you probably when you head down to the docks, you see Kalava there. He's well, actually, you probably wouldn't see him now because they came in to cut the fish and then they will go back out. So you can wait a bit, if you got nothing better to do, and eventually, the boats will start coming back in, and yeah, you see him. He's got, he's on the boat.
I'll say, hello, Kalava. Remember me?
Oh yeah, he gets off the boat and he sees you and he says something to the other men and he kind of walks over, like you guys get that, I'll be right back kind of thing. Um, and he says, "Oh, of course, how can I not? Spent a good portion of my vacation hanging out with you. I'll never forget it. The adventures we had, the time in the forest, the peaceful uh, way of nature."
It was quite nice, actually. But I have some troubling news
Hmm?
for you. Maybe we could talk privately for a second.
Sure. Right now?
Doesn't have to be right now. Just I do need to speak with you.
Well, how long will it take? Because you see, I have to gut the fish. We could, uh, we could eat fish once I'm done. If you come back for dinner.
Okay. What time?
Uh,
Or what
uh,
position of the sun?
yeah. When the sun sets,
Hmm.
that is when we will start to roast the fish. Takes about an hour or so. So maybe an hour after the sun sets for the freshest fish. Unless you like sushi.
Oh, no. I will come back since you are busy right now.
Okay. Are you sure you're okay? If there's something I can do, I consider you a trusted friend.
Yes. No, I'm fine. Just something I needed to discuss with you. It can be done over dinner.
Excellent. I will get some hot peppers and rice to go with the catfish.
Okay.
I mean, unless you would prefer something else.
No, that works perfectly. I appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah. He goes back. He's smiling. He greets his fellow cat fisherman, and takes his cleaver knife out that you've seen him have before, and he starts
Yeah.
gutting the fish and chopping their heads off. So,
Yeah, if I'm kind of hanging out listening to them talk, what are they talking about? Just fish? I just, don't
they're
laugh at
talking
me. I'm
about
trying.
fish. Yes, they're talking about fish.
Well, okay. What I'm trying to do is get a
Oh
handle on
man.
whether Kalava's
No,
my guy or if somebody that he knows gave him the meat.
gotcha.
Maybe he's part of a
Yeah.
cabal or something that hates crocodiles.
No,
You
no,
know what I'm
no. So
saying?
no, no. It's fun. No, that was just funny. I actually imagine that they probably do talk about fish, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll make a luck roll.
Okay. Because I don't want to falsely accuse somebody, but somewhere this killer is connected to this guy. So, oh yeah, 4. I rolled a 4.
Oh yeah. So yeah, they're not just talking about fish. You that's like you're lucky enough to be like talking loud enough that you can hear what they're talking about. They talk a little bit about the day and that it was a good catch and what people are going to do with their money and and gambling and stuff like that. Kalava seems to say that he wants to go. He's going to need some days off, coming up, and the men are kind of like, again, you seem to go away, quite often. How can one afford to take so much vacation time?
Okay.
Yeah, so you get the feeling that he kind of works, infrequently.
Okay.
That's most of what they're
Maybe.
talking about, and they gamble a bit. They're not gambling
All
now; they
right.
talk about gambling.
Okay.
Nobody says
Well,
anything about negative about crocodiles, though.
okay. I look at Aura and I say, maybe we should follow him the next time he goes on vacation and see. We have to be sure. And Oren will be like, maybe we should just let the crocodiles sort this out. But no, not gonna do that. All right. Right. So I need to meet him, and I also need to meet Shri.
That's right.
I think for the rest of the day, I think I would like to go back to the market here in Singa
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of listen. I want to see if anyone else is talking the way Kalava was talking.
About gambling?
No. You know, well, actually, no, about badly about crocodiles.
Oh, well, I mean, you know that Ho son of Ho wasn't too happy with the crocodiles.
True, but he's not the. I can't see him as a serial killer. he's
Okay.
he's he's not that kind of guy.
Seem like that's a normal guy. So you yeah, make another luck check, I guess. See if you
Okay,
turn.
5. No, 6.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely you know, being Snoopy or whatever, you do occasionally catch people being negative about the crocodiles. They generally, you know, it's the kind of thing where somebody's like, "Oh, those crocodiles, they ruin," and then they, you know, somebody with them is always like, shh, and they're like, "Oh yeah." So you see that there's definitely some discontent. It's not like it's widespread enough that that hanging out in the market for a few hours, you do encounter, you know, one or two people that seem to be you know, somewhat negative about them. I mean, no, nothing to the level of, you know, let's kill the crocodiles, but definitely, you know, how they're not fair. You know, that they do all the work and blah blah blah. You know.
Okay.
So you get that that is actually a thing, at
Okay.
least for some people. And then of course you've got the other end of it, like the some people are fanatical and really like the crocodiles.
Right. Well, they're
Would you
priests of the scaled ones and stuff, right?
right?
Hanging around. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess if it's getting on towards evening, I should go meet Shri at the tea room.
Sure. Yeah, you can go to the Circle T room. It's kind of like a octagon shaped building,
Okay.
more or less in the center of town. You know, the actual, and of course you're gonna have to scoot out of here because remember you can't be on the main single after nightfall. Um,
That's right. I don't know
but
how I'm going to meet Kalava then. Hmm.
yeah, I don't know either. Uh, so Shri's there when you get there. He's already there. He's got a table. It has a beautiful pot of tea there with a couple of he hasn't served himself any tea yet, but there's like about four like cups upside down on the thing, you know, the little bowl with sugar in it, and but there's various like finger foods like laid out on the table, like pretty you know pretty like little cucumber sandwiches and stuff like that, stuff that you have in a tea house. And he sees you, of course, and he looks and he nods. And he says, "I'm glad you could come. Please sit."
It's good to see you again. And I look at him and I say, I wanted to ask before, what kind of plants are in your hat?
Oh, well, that's a good question. They are lucky plants.
Lucky plants.
Mhm.
How are they lucky? Are the plants lucky or do they make you lucky?
They are lucky because they help with healing.
Oh,
So if you are ever hurt and you find these, you are lucky to find them. So I find it's a good idea to keep them with me because I like to think you make your own luck.
that's certainly true. Do they have these plants they grow in Mettering?
They do. Hmm. Since Orin is a alchemist, he
Yes.
can make it a DC. Well, let's see, you guys are from. He can make a DC 13 intelligence check.
Okay. Yeah, 20.
Oh yeah, yeah. Orin recognizes that this plant is basically like a variant of an aloe vera plant. So he's noticed of it.
Okay.
It's probably not super common, where you guys are from, but he's seen it before. He knows what it is.
Okay. This is certainly a lucky plant. Really, really good with burns. So I've heard.
Yes, this is true. Any kind of
So
wounds it helps to heal. Anyways, please sit. Have a cucumber sandwich.
I would love a cucumber sandwich. She'll start eating and have some
They're little
tea.
tiny sandwiches.
Yep.
They are also cut in the octagon shape, the same shape
Oh,
as the building. Yeah,
nice.
yeah. With the crust cut off or whatever. So he says, looks around again. He says, "I knew that there was something interesting about you when I saw you at the Capitol Palace."
Oh, you were at the palace.
Yes, yes, I was. I am the ambassador, actually, from Menering.
So you were there for the ceremony when Diane was proclaimed empress of the Tohei.
Yes, yes, that was quite exciting. I'm here on, of course, official business, but I tinker in various things, and what I'm trying to very difficultly, with much difficulty, I should say, get permission to do is to collect one of these idols that sits in the woods. If there were someone who knew the right way to, let's say, bend the rules, that person could find great rewards in Mettering.
An idol. What does the idol look like?
They say that these idols hold in them the spirits of the gods that once ruled the land.
Oh,
They take on many shapes.
I think I know some of what you are speaking of. It'd be found in the ruins, yes?
Exactly.
But we're not supposed to go to the ruins. She
Yes, yes,
smiles.
we are not. Uh, One in my capacity cannot be caught breaking bounds, as it would be, as it could create some kind of incident between our uh, societies. However, you are not from around here.
No.
It could be a simple mistake. Perhaps you didn't realize.
Well, and I've made friends on the islands, in the kingdoms.
Well, one can
Yes,
never have enough friends.
that is true. I think I think I might know a way to help you with your problem.
Good, good.
What sorts of rewards could I expect? Some plants, maybe?
This could be done for sure. Mettering is a land of magic. We could find for you some objects of power, or possibly plants, or we don't have much honey there, but our plants are quite valuable. What is it that you're looking for? Perhaps a hat like this one? He laughs. Though you cannot have this hat. This is the official hat of the ambassador.
Well, anything that heals is always worth a lot to an adventurer like myself.
Indeed.
So, I'm just, Oren here is an alchemist.
Oh.
So he's always interested in different potions and tinctures and various things that can be made from plants or other magical entities.
I've never seen a male witch.
Well, he's a wizard.
Oh. Oh, I see. Well, you're from Wizards Deal and Alchemy. Oh. Well, I mean, different strokes for different folks, I guess.
Now, what sort of idol are you looking for? Is there a specific one that you would like?
Oh. Well, they say that the shape of the idol often means little to what its power is, so I do not know. Any idol will do, as long as it contains a spirit.
No, I am not a wizard or a witch. I'm just a adventurer.
Mm-hmm.
How will I know if it contains a spirit?
Well, we'll have to test it. So this may require some kind of you say you're a wizard. He looks at Oren. Perhaps you would be able to tell these things. Have you encountered any idols that appear to be magical?
Well, we've encountered several statues that have been magic.
Hmm.
And the reason I know this is because they came to life and tried to kill me.
Ah. That is usually a sign. So you have probably encountered these statues already. These statues are idols. You could bring one.
Oh, you want one of those? He wants one of those?
Well, not one that you've already encountered, perhaps. Maybe a different one that's more peaceful.
Okay.
Or not. If you could bring it to the river, we could capture it.
Okay. I wish I'd have met you before. I wouldn't have blown that one up. She muttered under her breath.
Yes, if you are able to bring one to the river, we can take it quickly upriver and down the tributary towards Mettering. I know you won't need to carry it. Carrying the idol very far might be difficult, based on my understanding of it.
I think it would be, yes. Well, I will help you, Shri. This Mettering sounds like an interesting place.
Yes, yes. And of course, if you come to Mettering, then you'll be treated with honors if you can achieve this goal.
Well, I have no doubts I'll be able to help you.
Excellent.
So I should bring the idol. We don't want to bring it here. Where should I bring it?
No, you cannot bring it here. When you plan to go on your trip, we should arrange a boat you'll bring it to the boat
Okay.
or raft, maybe. I'll. I could probably hire some dolphins. We'll have to do it secretly, though.
Oh, well, if I could find her again, I actually know a dolphin herder who might be willing to help,
Oh,
or at least give us the loan of a couple of dolphins.
well, a dolphin herder would be quite useful.
Yes, I know one, and her dolphins are first rate. Very good dolphins.
Excellent, excellent.
All right. Do you hang out here most nights? And I can tell you when I'm ready to go on the trip. I have a few loose ends I need to tie up first.
Yes, that works perfectly for me.
All right. Thank you for the tea and sandwiches.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay. And I really like your hat.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. It took me many years to grow the plant large enough to fill the hat. It is getting kind of heavy, though.
Yes, I noticed it's not good for your posture. Perhaps you should start over and get a different hat.
Yes, well, retirement will come soon. That's why I'm hoping for, to retire researching the magics of these idols. So perhaps you will help me in that direction.
Absolutely. I will. Okay. I will, finish my tea and kind of give him a little bow. I'll find you again, Ambassador, when I'm ready to undertake this journey. And hopefully I can find my friend so I can get some dolphins.
Excellent. Thank you. He nods to,
Right.
you and both of you, Lauren and,
Or just stuffing his face full of sandwiches.
finger food.
Every once in a while he gives
Why are
one
they
to the
so
slug.
small?
Right,
To the slug.
exactly. Well, slug has to eat too. I guess he probably doesn't. He's a demon, but he likes cucumber sandwiches.
That's
So.
true.
All right, how late is it? I need to figure out what I'm doing here now.
Yeah, as you step out, you see that the sun is setting. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go down. Ooh. Are there any crocodiles around that look like they're guards or whatever the equivalent would be of a policeman crocodile?
Like a police crocodile. Um,
Yes. They're masseuses. I'm assuming there are
yeah,
police.
of course. Go ahead and roll a. Let me see if I can find the chart for the crocodiles.
Okay.
Um, I think it's a D12. But I might be wrong with that. All right, we'll just say roll a D12.
Okay.
Seems like a legit.
I rolled an 8.
8. All right, so you're looking around. Okay, here we go. Oh no, it's 2d6. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. You do that. I rolled a 1 and a 3.
1 and a 3. Wow, we'll get 4. Think about it. No, you don't see
No.
any crocodiles that are.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go down to the loading docks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you head down to the loading docks. You can see that there's, the activity has pretty much died down here. The You can see that off, like further back on the shore, because remember they kind of go around the shore. But before that palisade, there's some areas where there's like large fires, and you can see that there it looks like they're starting to set up. Um, starting to get the fires going, the coals going to cook up the fish for the night. So you see, like, I mean, unless you get much closer, you won't be able to pick anybody up specifically because it's getting darker. But you can see there's a lot of men over there, and some women and some kids too. But no
Okay,
crocodiles.
I'm gonna go try to find Kalava.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely do that. So yeah, you head over there. Yeah, you find him. He's cooking the fish.
I will say,
Well,
yeah. Hello
well, I
again,
mean,
Kalava.
he's got like a it's basically like these coals are all laid out. Everybody uses the same kind of fire, and he's got like a really really long stick with a bunch of fish stuck on it. He's turning it. Actually, he's turning it with his toes. He's like sitting, like leaning back, and he's got his foot up, and he's kind of spinning it with his foot. And you come up, and because he's laying on his back, he looks up at you and he says, "Oh, the fish won't be done for a while. Takes the hot pepper needs to settle into the flesh before you finish cooking it."
You seem like an adept cook, Kalava.
Whoa, there was like a weird feedback right there. Oh, went away. Okay, good. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. He says, "Oh yes, well, at one point I was a cook. I've had many jobs.
yes, I'm sure you have.
Yes, and one who travels a lot must have to learn to cook and eat what they find. In order to survive, you must know that.
Yes, but I
Being a
do
traveler
have
yourself.
some disturbing information for you, like I said before.
Oh, disturbing. You didn't say it was
Yes,
disturbing. I wouldn't have had you wait.
I said it was.
You just
I said it was troubling.
well, troubling is different than disturbing. You're not from around here, are you?
You know I'm not.
Yes, that's true. That's just something that we say.
Um, some of the. I don't know if you know this. Some of the meat that you shared with me last time turns out it was crocodile meat.
He looks around to make sure that nobody really heard that.
Yep.
Make a luck check to see if anybody heard that.
Okay.
That you're eating crocodile meat.
I didn't eat it.
Well, do we know that?
Yes, 10 under 12.
Okay, yeah. So nobody seems to have heard you. He says, "Well, I don't think that. Well, I mean, it's not technically illegal, so you shouldn't have to worry too much about that."
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I mean, to procure such a product would be illegal, but to just have it is not.
Well, where did you get it?
Well, I mean, one picks up many things in their travels. You must know that.
Well, obviously, because I ended up with crocodile meat in my pack.
Yes, you did.
It troubles me, Kalava. It troubles me greatly that you had that with you.
Well, I mean, one must eat. Would it be worse than? Is it worse than having meat from a human?
It's about the same here in the Death Roll Kingdom, is this right?
Maybe by their laws, but really, for us, is it really the same?
I think it is. I mean, the crocodiles seem to be good in their own way.
Right. Well, many animals are good. The catfish are good. turkeys are good.
Yes, but these crocodiles are, I mean, they have jobs and
Mm-hmm. You don't think fish
get
have
along with
jobs?
people.
Why do you think they
Sorry?
go to school if they don't have jobs?
Well, you see, sentient creatures with jobs, they are more than just animals.
Well, I just told you that the fish have jobs, and we're about to eat those.
Yes, but the crocodiles are the rulers here. And from what
Oh,
I've
so
heard,
so
they saved the
power
humans
makes
from
right.
themselves.
You see. Did you not also hear that you're not allowed to go and explore into the ancient ruins? Yet, in the stories you've told me, it seems that you've done quite a bit of that. Did you not ride an oil and a rhinoceros? That was
Well,
oil then, right? Yeah.
yeah, I did. But what else do you do with the rhinoceros besides oil them?
What else do you do with meat besides eat?
How did you get the meat, Kalava?
One encounters many things on the road. Some of them we eat, some we do not.
That doesn't answer my question. How did you get the meat?
I encountered it on the roads. Well, it wasn't really a road, it was a forest.
So you just found it?
Yes, that's a good way to say it. I found it, uh, and it was delicious. You know that it was delicious.
Oh, I really hate this guy. Okay.
Because you all did eat the meat the first time you encountered him.
Yeah, I know.
And it
I
was
know.
delicious. Yeah.
Yeah.
So tempting. He's a good cook.
I wouldn't have eaten it had I known it was crocodile. I don't eat crocodile meat.
Oh, I, I didn't realize you were religious.
I'm not religious. I just don't eat crocodile meat.
Let's see. You mean you don't eat it very often?
I don't eat it
He,
knowingly.
he's turning the thing with his toe. Do you eat catfish?
Yes.
Mm,
Eat catfish.
good. Glad Bandit. How about you? And you look at Oren. Are you also such a picky eater?
He says, I don't eat crocodile. Not in the Death Roll Kingdoms.
Oh, so you do it in other places.
Well, I've never met crocodiles like this before, and I've never had crocodile meat other places.
I see. Fair enough.
I will say to Kalava, I think you need to stop eating crocodile.
Yes, you're probably right. One's luck can only last for so long, I suppose.
Luck.
Well, I've met many a traveler in the woods. You were the first to have recognized the flavor, but it took you long enough to come and ask me about it. Perhaps a guilty pleasure.
Oh no, I will not be eating that meat again.
Hmm. Well, I don't have any more to offer you, anyways. So.
So you've eaten it all. And you're going to be going on vacation again soon.
Am I?
I overheard. Yeah.
Oh, I see. You were spying.
Oh no, just
Quite
walking around.
well. I suppose I have to be careful when the sleuth is around.
I did tell you I was a detective. And
Yes, there's only so much time I can spend in the city here. It's it weighs on me after a while, and I must seek out nature. Um, some say that that's not the right way to be, and that I should just work my job and only
okay.
take the 2 weeks vacation a year that the crocodiles allow, and of course their handful of holidays that they allow us. But I don't want to live that way.
Okay.
I want to be
Is there
free, I want to be free to roam and to experience the world. I can't be trapped here.
oh, I know what I want to do. It's not a very good idea. But let me see. Okay. Are there any like fishing nets around?
Here? No, you'd have
And
to go back to the docks. You're basically like a few hundred yards off the water at this point. You have to go back towards the docks. Yeah, but there are some there if you
okay.
want to go. They're drying.
Okay. No, that wouldn't work. He's gonna disappear if I don't. Oh. All right, I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say I think you've been killing crocodiles, Kalala.
Well, it seems like a quite a bold statement, with no proof.
I don't have any proof except that you had the crocodile meat, and you talk
Which,
about how you don't like crocodiles.
well, I mean, you also had crocodile meat. How did you get it?
You gave it to me.
Perhaps somebody gave that meat to me.
Did they?
Maybe.
Did they? That's not an answer. Maybe is not an answer.
What is your connection to the crocodiles that makes you so sure that they are in the right and we, who are both human, should fall under their rule and do what they say? Hold on. I have to put some lemon on this fish. He sits up and he puts
It,
lemon on the fish.
it isn't so much that I agree with crocodile rules as that I consider them to have the same standing as humans, and if someone is indiscriminately killing them, I think that's wrong.
What if they were killed in self-defense and then eaten? Would that be okay?
I still think if you killed a crocodile in self-defense that you should dispose of them in the correct way and not eat them.
What is the correct way?
You know, take them to the authorities. Tell them that they hurt you.
You really are not from around here.
I am not, no.
Hmm. Look, I'm about to leave, and I probably won't come back. You have nothing to fear from me.
But the crocodiles do, yes?
I'm going to leave the Death Roll Kingdoms. I've collected enough uh, snake stone to pay my way.
Oh, you have snake stone.
Yes, yes. Well, that's why when I'm traveling, I obviously I'm on vacation, but you know it's always good to collect the snake stone when you can.
I agree. I agree. Well, if you're leaving, maybe I could give you some coin to pay for the snake stone. A little of your snake stone.
You want to buy my snake stone?
I do, but I don't have my money on me. I'd have to go back to my room.
Let's see.
I need it to pay off a debt.
You need snake stone to pay off the debt.
Yes.
Let's see. Well, I mean, where I'm going, coin is not that useful. You got something else?
I might have back in my room.
Hmm.
You're going to be here, right? Cooking the fish?
He reaches up, he touches it. Yes, yes, they still take a little bit longer, about half an hour.
Okay. I'll be back.
Okay, I'll be here.
Yeah, I have to think. Okay. All right.
I'll start the rice. Do you like it to be more sticky or more fluffy?
Fluffy, please.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, he gets out a little bag with rice and he starts to pour it into a container. Yeah, and he starts cooking. If you walk away, he does not. He doesn't follow you or anything. He stays right there. He's cooking.
All right. I have to get off the island.
Yeah, night has fallen.
Yep.
Let's see.
My room is off the island, so.
Mm-hmm. Roll me a d6
Oh
as you head
gosh.
towards where the boats are to see if you encounter any
Okay, hang on.
crocodiles.
D6.
Yep.
Oh god. A 6.
Okay. No, that's actually good. No, you don't. Yeah,
Okay.
they actually on the docks you actually see a lot of people, but no crocodiles. You do notice that everybody that you see is wearing like a like a pin, almost like an amulet, but it's more of a pin. It goes on like a cloak or whatever. That is clearly some kind of a sign that they're allowed to be there, and you have a glaring lack of that as you go.
Yep.
A few people will notice you, but they point you out and go, "Oh, you're not supposed to be there." They just kind of look at you and then kind of look away like they don't want to be involved. But yeah, you're able to get to your.
They're wearing pins.
Yeah.
Okay. What do the pins look like?
They look like crocodiles.
Okay.
And they're like gold-ish. Maybe they might be some kind of a mix like Electrum, although Electrum's a little more. Yeah, they're probably gold, and they've got like a pin, like they cloak pins. You know what a cloak pin looks like? Basically
Yep.
like a cloak pin, but they're shaped like a crocodile. Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I look at Orin and I say, we need to get one of those. We might have to try to steal it. Okay. But we'll get on our boat for now and go back.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely can get back to the little face island there, Trader's Island as they call it. Um, all right. Well, since you just encountered that, I'm not going to have it again. But as you get to the island, you just come to the end of a pretty gruesome scene, which gives you a bit of a deja vu. As you're coming up onto the dock, you see a very large snake splash into the water, and on the dock is the husk of a man.
Oh, another one.
Yep.
Okay. Another giant snake and a husk of a man.
Yeah.
All right. That's troubling that it happened again.
Yeah. I mean, you see like again some people gathered around, but as soon as they seem to be walking away as you kind of get up there.
I would go to one of the people
Hmm.
and say, "Did he just explode like his belly and a bunch of snakes come out?"
Yes, that's usually what happens.
Oh, this is common.
Well, it's becoming more and more common. It's the snake. It's the gut snakes.
Is this a disease? Is it catchy?
Well, we believe that it happens because the food is not kept cold enough. Ever since the ice has been melting so rapidly, um, it seems to be more prevalent.
I see. Where do they keep the ice?
Uh, what do you mean? Where do they keep them? The ice is usually kept on rafts.
Kept on
Until it's
rafts.
what? Till it's you mean like when they bring it in? Or are you talking about when they're
When they bring
like
it
where?
in, do
Oh
they
yeah, they bring
keep
it
it
down on
in the
rafts.
food?
Yeah, they're like on they basically float it because you saw it, right? You saw them one time.
Right.
So they float it with these like kind of log rafts on either side of it that the penguins sit on, and the penguins have like long poles, and they pull it. So
Put
that's
in
kind of
their
like
little flippers.
yeah, exactly. They're pulling it down the thing, and this is a very serious thing, and the ice
Sorry.
is like floating. No, I'm just kidding. Um, and then once it gets there, they chop up pieces and they sell it. So it could be wherever. It's usually where the food is kept.
Okay.
But until they make the trade, it's usually just sitting there in the river.
So,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. There's like these like long like logs with a bunch of penguins with sticks. I mean, not just one penguin, obviously they're not that strong.
Okay. Gut snakes because the food is not cold enough because the ice keeps melting. This actually might be a real problem. I will tell Orin instead of just okay. Oh, we have a lot to think about. I want to go talk to Mr. Is the bear? Is he at Una's?
Yeah, he should be there. Yeah, good
If
bear
not, I
stay. He's
can
sitting.
call him
Yeah,
on my
he's sitting
ear.
on the front porch with a cigar or a cigarette, I
At a
guess,
fedora,
with a fedora, exactly,
glass of whiskey.
and a little glass
I'll
of
go
whiskey,
up to
exactly.
him. Mr. Goodbear, good to see you again.
Ah, Una. Yes. What have you been up to? Anything interesting? Have you seen any?
Yes,
Oh,
I have a question for you. Being that you were the expert detective, how much proof would you need before you would arrest somebody?
well, it's usually best to get a confession,
A confession.
or if you can catch them red-handed, then you usually say, "I got you red-handed. Confess," and then they confess.
Ah,
Right.
and
Red-handed
you
means like
mean
doing the thing, not that their hands
yes,
are
yes.
red. Okay.
Yeah, I figured that was just a saying,
Yeah.
detective speak, that we could use.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I suspect a gentleman of killing crocodiles, which, as you know, is
Oh,
not a good thing.
just one
But
time,
he's very
or
cagey.
you mean the serial killer?
Yes,
Ooh. Hmm. Well, that's a pretty serious case.
I know, but I don't have good enough proof.
So, did you say confess?
Not like that, no.
Oh, well, I would definitely try that. Throw in the red-handed part if you can. That helps a lot.
So I should try to catch him in the act.
Well, or just say that you got him. Sometimes you can just say it. I got you red-handed. And they don't know it. But yes, catching him is probably the best way. You
All
can
right.
also throw in like things like Buster. So, for instance, you could be like, "I got your red-handed, Buster. Confess." See how that worked?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think I might have overplayed my hand a little bit to begin with. I don't know if he'll do it again.
Oh
Maybe I should
well,
try to
fair
just
enough.
get the confession from him.
Well, I mean, maybe he's reformed.
Maybe. Maybe.
That would be a good case, though.
Do you know, is it food that's causing the gut snake problem? Have you seen the gut snake problem?
Yeah, that's what they say. It does seem to me that it's been happening more and more recently. Uh,
Okay.
I mean, it could be that, or maybe somebody ate a snake, which would still be food. I guess they could crawl into like your ear, maybe.
Oh, ew, I don't think so. I don't think that would work that way. It'd be hard for them to get in your belly
No, no.
from your ear.
Once they're inside your ear, then they can just go right down into the belly.
No, uh,
Then they'd be inside of you.
what if you say so, Mr. Bear, you're the expert.
Yeah.
Hmm. Do you know if there's an antidote to the gut snakes? Some way to stop it from happening once you have the problem?
Not that I know of.
Do you
Usually,
know
by the
if somebody
time you
would?
start to swell up, it's too late. So you wouldn't know you
Do you know?
had it.
True, but maybe we could find out a way to uh, stop it from happening altogether. Have you made any headway with the penguins and the ice problem?
No, it's weird. The ice is melting rapidly. We suspect magic. Possibly the white penguins.
I haven't seen any white penguins.
Exactly. Why would they be hiding if they weren't the culprits?
Where would they hide? There's not a lot of places to hide around here.
Well, penguins are pretty cagey. You'd be surprised. But as
Do you
far
think
as a
they'd be, do
cure, well, good.
you think they'd be hiding in the underwater ruins?
Oh, penguins do like to swim.
Mm.
Oh, that's You know that we from Candice are excellent swimmers.
Yes, just not at night, I've heard.
Well, of course not. Can't swim at night unless you're a fish. Although I'm not sure if fish swim at night either. To be honest with you, I've never seen a fish
They
swim
do.
at night.
They do. At least the goldfish did.
Oh yeah, the goldfish do swim at night. That's so strange.
Well, they're fish, They probably have magic powers.
But yes, well, they say the goldfish have the souls of the ancestors.
Yes.
Hmm.
You've given me much to think about, Mr. Bear. I'll try to get a confession.
Yes, and maybe I'll get some new swim trunks. I don't know what's in fashion this season.
Oh, yes, you had to be trendy.
Would you like to swim with me into the underground? It is basically your idea, so you know.
Oh, yes, I would come with you. I'd have to figure out a way to be able to breathe underwater so we could get to the ruins, and there's probably air pockets where the penguins are, if they're there.
Right. Well, you just before you go under, you just
Right, but then if you have to take a breath while you're under, it will take longer than the span of one breath to explore these ruins. So we need to figure out a way. But I might have a lead on that. I've met a man who knows where there are many different magical plants. And it's possible we could figure out a way to breathe underwater.
I see. Well, that is excellent. Huh. Oh, also, you asked about the cure. If
Oh,
anybody
yes.
would know the cure, it would be the witches. They're always making potions and stuff.
Oh, yeah, the witches.
Hmm.
I might have made one of those angry at one point and destroyed her still. I don't know if I can.
Oh, you've been to Mettering?
Oh, no. I met a witch. I met a
Oh,
witch in the ruins when I was looking for Godsmoke.
oh, that's right. You told me that. I think you told him that. I
Yeah.
want to say that you did, yeah. Oh, yes. Well, she was probably a rebel. The thing is, if you go to Mettering, you get lost. It's very easy to get lost there.
I've heard that it's very dark paths and twisty woods.
It is.
Okay.
I'll tell you right now, don't lay down breadcrumbs to find your way back.
Why not?
Because then you'll be hungry if you want to eat when your bread's all gone.
I would assume it would also attract animals, to come eat the bread.
Oh, animals do like bread. It's funny that they like bread so much, considering that they don't bake that often.
Right.
Huh. That's a case for another day, I guess.
Yes, well, this gut snake problem is a big deal. So I have so much to do. Thank you, Mr. Bear. Have a good night. And she'll go in to her cubby.
Okay. Yep. He
All
nods and
right.
he lights up another cigarette. Slow jazz music plays.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I don't have much to trade for the snake stone, but I'm not sure I'm actually going to trade with him. I need to figure out a way to catch him. In the morning, unless something's going to happen tonight.
Oh, you're standing him up?
Oh, that's right. I told him I'd go back. I can't go back to the island. Well, I
I know
could
that.
actually.
You did say that.
That's true. I know what? Is Una around?
The woman who owns the house? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll go up to her and I'll say, Una, do you have one
Yes.
of the pins that let you stay on the Singa at night?
No. No, if I had a pin, I would stay there. You could
Well, you
charge
might
twice
come
as much
here.
for a house out there. No.
Do you know anybody who might be willing to loan me one? Just for the night.
Oh, that's a very dangerous prospect.
I know, but I have business on the island this night and I don't have a pin yet.
Hmm.
But
Well,
what I have to do might get me a pin.
I see. Well, make a luck check.
Okay.
Let's see if there's a chance to send that has been.
Throwing my dice around again. 3.
Three?
Yeah,
All right.
that's under.
She says, well, I believe that one of Maya's, Maya,
Yes, I do.
her 14th son, he's, part crocodile. And
Yes.
he's got a pin, but he often stays over here because he's got a lady friend.
Where would I find him?
Well, at this time of night, he's probably down at the dock. That's where the kids hang out.
All right, thank you. I think I might go talk to him. I do know Maya, and we're friends. Maybe he'll help me out. Thank you, Una. Hopefully I'll see you again.
Okay. His name is Yama.
Yama, okay.
Yeah, and if you go out, towards the docks, you see part of the docks where you see a bunch of kind of younger people, like teenagers, hanging out, playing spin the bottle. Yeah, stuff teenagers
Yeah.
do.
Yep.
They're all kind of on the dock.
Okay. I will say, greetings, young ones. I hate to interrupt your fun, but yeah, I know they're probably like, what's this person doing? I hate to interrupt your fun, but I need to talk to Yama. If one of you is Yama.
He has a slug on his shoulder.
He does. Yes, that's Herman.
That's weird.
Well, I look at Orin and I give him a wink and I'll say, he's a little weird. He has a peg foot and
He does his tiniest peg leg ever. It's only this big. Huh. Does it do tricks?
It can do tricks, but you wouldn't want to see it.
Oh no,
It's
we definitely
dangerous.
won't see it. Oh, dangerous. Yes. Let's see it. Let's see a trick, and then we'll tell you which one of us is Yama.
I look at Orin, who is upset with me, as he always is. And he sighs, that sigh that men do when dealing with difficult ladies. And he will cast enlarge.
Oh. Enlarge.
On
Very nice.
and he's gonna cast enlarge on the slug.
Okay.
Gonna put Herman on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
He'll touch it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably a good idea if you're gonna press enlarge it.
Yep. I just wanted to specify that because I know.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
I know how you can be.
Me.
Yes, you.
All right.
Okay. I will roll for this to impress teenagers. You better not get corrupted. Plus caster level, plus intellect. So that'll be a 19 altogether.
Oh wow. Okay. 50% increase. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Well, what's the manifestation and stuff? Let's get the full. You're trying to impress teenagers. Let's get the full.
Yes. Oh, yes. So as he
Mercurial, if you have that.
enlarge.
Manifestation. Let's get it.
This one doesn't have a mercurial.
Oh.
But he will put the slug on the ground. Sorry, just looking for my. There it is. You will put the slug on the ground. He will reach out to it. Oh my god, I got the good one too. And all of a sudden you see, and the kids see hundreds of tiny workmen come out, and they appear to chop up the slug into little tiny pieces. And when they re-put it back together, it is much bigger, 50% larger.
Nice. Yeah, I think that they're pretty impressed by that.
And now the slug is.
One of them steps forward. One of the kids is a good-looking young man. He says, "I'm Yama. Oh, can you do that to this?" And he holds out a bottle of whiskey. And that's probably a good place to end it, right there.
Oh. No.
Yes. So we'll see what happens next week.